Hi everybody, I'm Karrissa Wade here in Jacksonville. Today we're going to talk about some things we don't normally talk about when it comes to drag. The realistic thing about a show is you have like a lot of times 20-30 minutes to put on a quick little face. However, in a time crunch you can get on stage and do what you have to do without delaying the show. I am more of a classic entertainer, so I do the old style classic drag, but the goal of any kind of drag is finding what works for you. Be the star that you have within and let it shine without. We're just going to go ahead and base super fast. The key is to have a decent base, because if you don't, that beard line, etc., starts popping through and you'll look like a little Yeti by the end of the show. We are here today at Tulua's in Springfield, and we're getting in the dressing room, getting this all painted. Now we're going to start with a little base. You can get base also this cheap at Walmart of all things. And then always get a light translucent as well. And as you see, I'm going a little faster because like I said, I'm trying to show about you can do it on a time crunch to hurry yourself through. If you're late for the show, that's a dead ringer for us not to book you again. So we're going to start putting a little bit of contour in, and it's all about blending later, but I'm just going to do the base down first. This is just to help like give the delusion of a wig line. And I say delusion because in daylight, it's not fooling nobody. And we try to normally take a piece of paper and get your smile line like that and go right up and in. Yeah, I started doing drag 30 years ago. So I'm a little bit of an older entertainer. You know, I started when I was 2. But the key is you don't have to be perfect. Your look is your look, and only you know what look that is. Now you can get these little lip pencils very cheaply at the wig stores and stuff. They're called the Perfect Pair. And a lot of times we glue down our eyebrows, but when you're in a pinch for a hurry, you don't necessarily have the time to be able to do so. So you do your best to try to cover them with color. I always try to put a little extra powder under my eyes whenever I'm painting, only because when you're doing your eyeshadow, it comes under your eyes and gets everywhere, so you can dust it off just a little bit better. I like to start with one of the Krylon whites to help do the whiteness of my lids and things like that. Like I said, I do a lot of the older style. So that's what I like to do. The goal is just to have fun with it. I would love to be fun, campy, and make people laugh and enjoy themselves. We try to keep our lines as crisp as we can when it comes to our eyes, from the tip of the nose to the eye. And obviously I have a very big nose, so I will be contouring that. And it will look a little bit like racing stripes. Straight on, it looks cute. From behind, it looks like you're making a U-turn. And it's just like Mako. You just keep reapplying, reapplying, reapplying till you get the desired look you would like to have. And so it's just better to remember, love yourself first so other people can love you as well. RuPaul does that quite often, and we love her for that. A little bit of black on the eyes does cover up a lot of mistakes. And let's face it, I definitely make a lot of mistakes. I have to give a shout out to Make Believe off of Beach Boulevard. They do have the bases. They have the Caprizio tights. I'm blessed to come from a really large drag family. The House of Todd with Sandra Todd, she's another drag here, and the House of Taylor, which is a nationwide house as well. And part of our motto is to try to help everyone. Hide those little baby wrinkles with a little bit of shadow under the eyes. You want to draw the attention to your expressions the best you have. We all have flaws. We all have insecurities. It's how we address those and control those to make a star on stage. Okay, now to contour our nose. You want to go about a shade darker than your base, and I'll do mine a little bit more drastic, but it'll show you how it slims this big old nose down. And if you look straight on, it starts bringing that nose down a little bit smaller. Put a little lighter highlighter here. I grew up a very strict Primitive Baptist preacher's kid. I wasn't allowed to have a voice. I wasn't allowed secular music. I wasn't allowed to speak my feelings. And even in the LGBTQIA community at times, as a male, there's some things I can't do and say people just ignore, but I come in as an over-the-top flamboyant drag queen, and they seem to listen, which is kind of odd. I guess they're scared to death if I took the time to stick all this to my body that maybe I could be crazy enough to actually stand up for myself. I don't know. Now I like to take a little bit of a highlighter and go under to cover some of the mistakes. Get a liquid liner on for us. Get our lashes on soon. The reason why I put a little liquid liner over the eyebrows is because when I'm in a show sweating a ton, the eyebrows will be gone. All right, so now we're going to just throw in some quick little lips. Once again, the pencils, like I was talking about from the beauty supply store, it's the 2-in-1s, a little bit like that. And now it is time for us to try to get on some good eyelashes. You take a little bonding glue from the wig store and just trace the eyelash width. What I like to do is take my liquid liner and do a line across the top of my lashes. So don't get disheartened if the first few times do not work out correct. I could take some of my liquid liner and go over the top of it so it doesn't just look like I just glued a tarantula to the top of my face. Now it looks like a tarantula with a nice little highlight line. And if you take anything away from today, remember it's your style, it's you. Do what makes you happy. A little bit more highlighter. There we go. All right. And I'm choosing to do a little red, white, and blue because for all the naysayers that say we don't love this country, well, honey, we do. Now I'm going to step back for a moment and show you my outfit. It is from Patrick Howe from We Are Here. We had it designed for Pride, and it represents the colors of not only the community, but also the colors we've added to the flag, our trans brothers and sisters. And it says without one word, this is you, this is the community, this is who you are. And cheers, everyone. I hope you have the most wonderful Pride and the most wonderful life. You can find me on Instagram, FL Queen of Comedy. I hope to hear from you. If I could ever help any of you in any way, just reach out and say hello. Thanks, guys.